Hey guys, what's up? In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how to make an artificial vape. I guess it's not really an artificial vape because vapes are already kind of like artificial cigarettes or electric cigarettes, which is why they're called e-cigarettes. But if you're a teenager like me and your parents took away your vape, well then I know a solution for you that'll remain right underneath our lousy parents' noses that they can't even detect because it's just that good of a solution, okay guys? So just follow this step by step and I'll show you how to do it, okay? So the first thing we're gonna need is I went through like a lot of different projects, like I even resorted to alcoholism at one point in time, but I've made a lot of prototypes to this. So this is like the best one so far. It's gonna be a little sloppy since I'm doing it with one hand, but the first thing we're gonna need is actually some notebook paper. I've got some notebook paper here. You just need some blank pages, preferably like a little bit thinner or smaller. But yeah, just regular notebook paper should do. The next thing you're gonna need is some dried herbs. These are actually some dried leaves off the floor I found. But I don't really know what they are. But I made one earlier and I smoked it, or I used it, and it worked pretty well. So the first thing we're gonna do once we set it on there, get it nice and lined. If they're not completely straight, be inclusive, leave them in there even if it messes everything up. But next you're gonna want to roll it up. I believe in the hood, this is in anywhere really, this is called rolling a joint, but this is not a joint. This is my own patented technique of cigarette or a vape, artificial vape. I guess you could call I'm calling it the homeless vape right now because if my parents catch me making this, I'm gonna be homeless. But yeah, you just want to roll it up here. It doesn't have to be too tight. It's better to be a little loose, that way there's airflow. But yeah, so once you get it nice and like this, I'm just showing it off to you, nice and like this, you're gonna want to get something else here. You're gonna want to get a lighter and a candle, preferably unscented. But once you get that lit up, get it lit, because it's like a joint but mainly a vape. It's like a vape, okay? It's like a vape. Once you get that lit up, you're gonna set this right on here, just like this, and you're gonna let the wax drip down into there. So I actually don't like any artificial things in my vapes, so I'm using wax since I know what's in it. I know that there's wax in it and only wax. But yeah, this is really just mainly being used as a sealant here because I don't want any gross things in my vape when I'm smoking it. My parents said it was bad for me when I was smoking it, that's why they took it away. So this one, it's gonna be a little bit dirtier, but that's why I don't really want any things that I don't know is in there in my vape right now. So once you get that flattened out, it's gonna burn a little bit, but it's nothing compared to what we're doing to our lungs right now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it looks a little messy right now, but I'm gonna try and cut it up here. It's gonna be a little difficult because I'm using one hand to stabilize it with the camera and the other to cut something, so it's a little sloppy, so please forgive me. But this is where our mouth is gonna be going. I just don't really want any of that stuff in my mouth. I don't like that kind of stuff going in my body. I know that it's pretty dangerous for my mouth. I don't want it to get cut up and stuff. So this is pretty much it done now, guys. All we gotta do now is light it, and there you go. You got ourselves a vape. Lighting it up here, it's a little difficult since I only have one hand, but I got it pretty much right here. Now, the difference between this kind of vape is that, and the normal kind, is that we can see what it's doing to our lungs here. So once you blow it out, you can see all the stuff that's floating in the air, that smoggy smoke, and it tastes... It's actually pretty good. I really prefer regular vapes over this, though, because, I really just like the feeling of knowing that my lungs are being destroyed way faster than they are with this. With this, it's gonna be a slow sickness. But over here, guys, over here, I actually I made this earlier with something. I made it with some gunpowder here. I have some actual black gunpowder, some gum, and I mixed that together to make kind of like this plastic explosive. And it's actually really volatile. This is only a little bit. I also added some fuse for some delayed time, but the rest of it is actually inside of this here. So I'm gonna light this up for you guys. This is just a little bit more of a kick for those people that like the spicy kind of vapes. Me personally, I'm gonna stay away from this because I don't really like them that spicy. But yeah, pretty much this is kind of your go-to for if you want to kick it up a notch, for if you want to feel that burn, I actually don't really know why